Hello everybody, this is Dr. Thunder. Today, I would like to show you how to solve a pretty difficult math question. So we have two equations here, x over square root of x squared plus y squared minus 1 over x equal to 7. And the second equation is y over square root of x squared plus y squared plus 1 over y equal to 4. So we want to find out how much is x and how much is y. Of course, we can do the usual way. So we can move everything to the right and then keep the square root on one side and then take a square and then from there. But it's pretty time consuming if we do in that way. So now try to find a smarter way to do the equations. So let's rewrite the equations here. So if we look at these two equations, we find that if we multiply this term with this term, then we get a minus 1 over this square root. And then if we multiply this term with that term, we get positive 1 over this square root. So if these two add with each other, the result is 0. So based on this observation, this is the equation I'm talking about a moment ago. So we can assume there's a vector A and there's a vector B, and vector A and vector B are perpendicular to each other, so their dot product is 0, which corresponds to 0 here. So now we take a look at the equation again. So if we assume that A is equal to x over square root of x squared plus y squared along the x direction, and also this term along y direction, and then B vector, the x component is 1 over x minus, and then y component is 1 over y, this term. Then if we do the vector A dot vector B, then we got 0. So that means vector A is perpendicular to vector B. Now if we add vector A and vector B, then we have this expression. Remember, this term is same as this term, so it's equal to 7. So along x direction we have 7, and then along the y direction this is 4, so we have 4. So we define this as a C. Since vector A plus vector B is equal to vector C, so we can draw vector A, B, C this way. A, B, C. And then they form a triangle with a 90-degree angle here. And then the length of this side is A, and this side is B, and this side is C. So for this triangle, because we have a 90-degree angle here, so we know that absolute value A, take a square plus square of absolute value B equal to square of absolute value C. Now we plug the values into this equation. We know that vector A is here, so A square is this. It's equal to 1. It's not difficult to calculate. It's 1. And then B, vector B is here, so B square, then we get 1 over x squared plus 1 over y squared. C, vector C is here, 7, 4, so it's 49 plus 16 is 65. So we plug the three values here back to this equation. So we have 1 over x squared plus 1 over y squared equal to 64. And we rewrite this as into this expression, and then we take a square root on both sides. And because we are not sure about the sign of x or the sign of y, so when we take a square root of 64, it could be plus or minus 8. Now we decide which sign is right. From equation 2 here, because this term is positive, and then to the right side is 4, so the only possibility is that y is larger than 0. Now we look at equation 1. Equation 1 here, if x is greater than 0, then the first term will be less than 1, and also positive, but less than 1. The second term will be smaller than 0, so the left terms will never equal to 7. So if x is greater than 0, the equation 1 will not hold. So this means x is smaller than 0. So go back to this equation. So square root of x squared plus y squared over xy should be negative value, so it should be negative 8. Now we plug these results back to 1 and 2. We have these two equations, and then it's not difficult to solve the value of x and y. So x is minus 13 over 96, and y is 13 over 40. I already plug x and y values back to these equations, and both hold. So this is the right answer. Thank you for viewing. If you like my video, please comment, like, and subscribe.